It started with a sound, a low thump. Then another, faint, like something heavy hitting the dirt. I looked at the clock, 12:17 a.m. Now most people would roll over and go back to sleep, but if you've ever lived on a farm, you know unfamiliar noises at night are rarely a good sign. Could be raccoons, could be coyotes, could be a fence down, could be worse. So I threw on my boots, grabbed a flashlight, and stepped out into the dark. The air was thick, that kind of summer night where the sky feels heavy and everything's quiet, too quiet. The only sound was the hum of the insects and the crunch of gravel under my feet. Then I heard it again. Thump, thump, like someone or something was walking through the corn. I felt the hairs on my arms stand up. Cornfields at night, they'll play tricks on your mind. Shadows twist, sound bounces, and your imagination can run faster than a deer being chased by a coyote. But this didn't feel like imagination. I climbed up onto the old Ford tractor just for a little more light and fired it up. The headlights cut a path through the stalks. Nothing but green walls swaying ever so slightly in the breeze. And then I saw it. A flicker of movement, about 20 yards in. I climbed down, flashlight in hand, and followed the noise. I pushed through the corn, heart thumping, one row at a time. And then I found it. Or rather, him. A boy, maybe 8 years old, covered in dirt, barefoot, crying. I froze. "Hey, buddy, you okay?" I asked, kneeling down. He didn't answer, just shook his head and pointed back into the corn. I looked in the direction he was pointing, then back at him. "Are you lost?" He nodded. Turns out he'd wandered from a campground nearly 2 miles away. Got turned around chasing fireflies while his parents set up the tent. Walked through a ditch, across a field, and into my corn. In the dark. No flashlight, no shoes, no clue where he was. I picked him up and carried him out, back to the tractor. Wrapped him in a spare flannel I kept in the cab and called the sheriff on the CB radio. Within 20 minutes, a deputy pulled into the driveway with a pair of frantic parents in the back seat. The mom cried. The dad hugged me 3 times. The boy just smiled and whispered, "Thanks, Father, man." After they left, I stood there a while longer, watching the corn sway gently in the moonlight. And I thought about how something as big as a farm can still bring people together in the smallest moments. That night, I went looking for trouble in the field. What I found instead was a reason to believe in small miracles. Midnight in the cornfield, a night I'll never forget.